Top 3 vitamins. Every diabetic must take to lower blood sugar. Naturally. Can you believe this? We can actually lower blood sugar without adding more medication just by getting the right 3 vitamins into our body every single day. After years of walking alongside so many friends over 50 who are battling diabetes, most of us have been told the same thing. Eat strictly, take your pills on time, and your blood sugar will stay stable. But the truth, I upbeat, might surprise you. Over 70% of people with diabetes are missing at least one of these 3 essential vitamins. And that single deficiency is enough to make our bodies fight against our efforts. Insulin stops working properly. Blood sugar swings up and down for no reason. Numbness in the hands and feet, constant fatigue, sleepless nights. And it just keeps going year after year. It's not because we're weak. It's not because we're not trying. It's simply because the body is missing a key. The key it needs to function the right way. And today, we're going to find those keys together. If you've ever thought I'm doing everything right, so why is my blood sugar still not stable? Then the answer might be found exactly in these 3 vitamins. So let's dive straight into the top 3 vitamins that help lower blood sugar fast while protecting your heart, nerves, and eyes from diabetic damage. But before we begin, if you're still here with us on Strong Health Way, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because we deserve clear, reliable, and easy to understand health guidance every single week. And if you're watching this right now, drop a number 1 in the comments so I know you're still fighting and you haven't given up. Ready? Let's discover the first vitamin right now. 1. Vitamin B6, the fuel for your brain and nerves. Most of us tend to think diabetes only affects the heart, kidneys, or eyes. But in reality, the very first system that gets damaged is the nervous system. That tingling in your hands and feet. The pins and needles that wake you up at night. The burning sensation when your skin touches the blanket that's not just aging. That could be your body crying out for vitamin B6. The problem is people with diabetes lose vitamin B6 much faster than others, and it happens silently day after day. High blood sugar forces the kidneys to flush B6 out through urine. Chronic inflammation in the body burns up more B6 as it tries to repair damaged cells. And if we're taking metformin or blood pressure medications, things get even worse, because those drugs can further drain B6 levels without us realizing. And little by little, the symptoms creep in. At first, it's just a bit of fatigue. Then we can't focus. We get irritated for no reason. Soon our feet go numb, walking feels unstable, or we wake up at night because our hands feel like they're burning. Let's think about someone many of us can relate to. Linda, 62, from Texas. She emailed us and said, "I thought I had arthritis or sciatica. Every night I'd jump out of bed because my feet felt like they were on fire. Some nights I had to soak them in cold water at 2 a.m. just to get back to sleep." But Linda had no idea she was severely deficient in vitamin B6, mostly due to being on metformin for over 10 years, combined with a low-nutrient diet. After starting 100 milliliters of P5P, the active form of B6 daily, and adding salmon and chickpeas to her meals, she wrote back just 3 weeks later. "For the first time in years, I slept through the entire night without massaging my legs or feet." And that's something nobody tells us. Diabetics don't just lack insulin, we also lack the nutrients that protect our nerves. The good news is vitamin B6 is easy to find. A handful of chickpeas in your salad, a serving of salmon or turkey at dinner, or even a small handful of sunflower seeds, and your nervous system will finally get to breathe again. But there's one thing we must avoid or all our efforts will go to waste: white bread, refined sugar, alcohol, and processed foods. They don't just spike blood sugar, they also steal vitamin B6 from our body, leaving us even more depleted. So if you're listening to this and thinking, that sounds like me, don't worry. Catching it early means we still have time to protect our nerves and restore our energy. And this is just the first vitamin. The next 2 are even more powerful, not only fighting inflammation, but helping insulin work better, like opening a new exit for all that excess sugar stuck in your bloodstream. Let's move forward to the next vitamin. You're going to be surprised. Vitamin E, the shield against oxidative damage and artery aging. If vitamin B6 is the fuel that keeps our nervous system awake, Then vitamin E is the armor that protects our blood vessels and internal organs from the silent damage caused by diabetes. We all know high blood sugar doesn't just make us tired, it acts like a slow-burning acid, quietly eroding our arteries, heart, eyes, and kidneys day after day. This process is called oxidative stress, and it happens so silently that we don't notice. Until one day the doctor says, your arteries have started to stiffen, your kidneys are beginning to weaken, your vision is declining faster than normal. But here's the good news. Vitamin E acts like a gatekeeper standing at the entrance of each cell, blocking free radicals from damaging the blood vessel walls. It keeps the endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, smooth and flexible so blood can flow freely. Let's talk about someone many of us might relate to, Robert, 67, from Florida. He used to have thick blood and poor circulation. Every time he walked for more than a few minutes, his calves cramped so badly he had to stop. After being advised to take natural vitamin E D-alpha tocopherol at 200 IU per day, along with adding almonds and olive oil to his diet, he came back 6 weeks later and said something we'll never forget. My legs don't feel chained anymore. Now I can walk with my wife every evening without worrying I'll collapse halfway. Powerful, right? But there's one thing we must keep in mind. Vitamin E is strong, but it has to be used the right way. Always choose natural vitamin E. The label should say D-alpha tocopherol. Avoid D-alpha. That's the synthetic version and your body can't absorb it well. The ideal dose for people with diabetes is 200 to 400 IU per day, enough to protect your arteries without causing issues. But if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, talk to your doctor first. Too much vitamin E may increase bleeding risk. Now ask yourself, if just one vitamin E capsule a day could help your heart beat stronger, improve circulation, and slow down artery aging, would you be willing to make it part of your routine? If your mind is whispering, maybe I should start today, then congratulations. You're already ahead of most people. Because up next, vitamin number 3 is the true hidden hero when it comes to lowering blood sugar and fighting inflammation body-wide. Are you ready to meet omega-3, the strongest warrior against diabetes? Let's keep going. 3. Omega-3, the soft shield. That's actually the strongest protector of your heart and blood vessels. If I had to pick just one nutrient from this entire list, omega-3 would be the champion. Many people think vitamins are just little pills you pop for the sake of it, but omega-3 is not one of those take-it-for-fun supplements. This is nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory shield, especially for anyone battling diabetes, high cholesterol, or heart disease. We all know diabetes isn't just about high blood sugar. The real danger lies in the silent damage happening inside our blood vessels over time. That's why so many people feel fine during the day, but then suffer a stroke or heart attack in the middle of the night. And the number one culprit behind that is chronic inflammation simmering beneath the surface. Omega-3 works like a firefighter traveling through your body to extinguish tiny inflammation sparks that are slowly damaging your arteries, nerves, and even your pancreas. Studies show omega-3 can lower triglycerides, the bad fat that clogs blood vessels, and stabilize heart rhythm, reducing the risk of sudden cardiac death. Something most doctors don't emphasize enough. So let me ask you, and have you recently felt sharp chest discomfort or tingling and numbness in your feet at night? Ever been jolted awake because your heart suddenly started pounding or you felt out of breath? Sometimes those aren't just signs of aging, they're your body begging for help. So how do we take omega-3 the right way? The best choice is high-quality fish oil or algae oil with a total of 1,000 to 3,000 milliliters of EPA plus DHA per day. If you're vegetarian or don't eat fish, algae oil is a fantastic plant-based option. Some doctors even joke, each omega-3 capsule is like adding a layer of oil to your arteries. It keeps blood flowing smoothly so it doesn't get stuck and form clots. And here's the most important part. Don't wait until your doctor warns you. People who live long and stay healthy aren't just good at treating disease, they're good at preventing it early. If today you take one omega-3, tomorrow your heart will beat a little softer. If today you calm just a bit of inflammation, tomorrow your legs will walk a little stronger. Health doesn't come from luck. It comes from the small, smart choices we make every day. Vitamins are important, but they're not a magic wand. We've just talked about 3 golden vitamins that help stabilize blood sugar and protect the heart. But let's be very clear about one thing: vitamins are not a magic wand that can fix everything overnight. Our body is like a garden. Vitamins are like good fertilizer. But if the soil is dry because we don't drink enough water, if there's no sunlight because we never move, or if the garden is neglected for too long because of poor sleep and constant stress, then no matter how much fertilizer we add, nothing will truly grow. That's why vitamins only work their best when they go hand in hand with 3 core habits. And eat clean and simply less white sugar, less reused fried oil, and more fresh, fiber-rich foods. Move your body daily. Even just a 10-15 minute walk after meals makes insulin work better than some medications. Sleep on time and keep your mind calm, because only when the body truly rests can it absorb and use those vitamins properly. So let's ask ourselves honestly, are we taking vitamins to actually heal, or just to feel better mentally for a moment? If we've already invested money into good supplements, let's make sure they turn into living medicine inside our body, not just pass through and get flushed away. Change doesn't have to be big. Maybe today we swallow a vitamin and stand up for a short walk. Tomorrow our health will already be different. We don't always need more medication to feel healthier every day. Sometimes our body is simply waiting for us to give it the right nutrients instead of constantly putting out fires with drugs while ignoring the real roots of the problem. If your nerves often feel numb, your hands tremble, or your memory isn't as sharp as before, vitamin B6 might just be the silent guardian your body has been missing. If your heartbeat is irregular or your blood vessels clog easily, omega-3 is an anti-inflammatory shield that helps your heart find its rhythm again. And if you want to slow down aging and keep your blood vessels flexible and youthful, vitamin E is the loyal companion you shouldn't overlook. These 3 nutrients are not miracles, but if we nourish our body little by little every day, they become a powerful line of defense, helping stabilize blood sugar, protect the heart, and make our golden years feel a lot easier to live in. If you want us to make another video showing a complete meal plan with all 3 vitamins without needing any supplements, just comment yes below and we'll get right on it. And if today's message gave you even a little more hope or motivation to take care of yourself, don't forget to hit subscribe, because every week we'll learn one more simple way to live healthier, happier, and longer together. This is Strong Health Way, staying strong, staying healthy side by side.